All right, I'll give you another magic moment then. Watching it wasn't one moment, but it was the same thing multiple times, right? Watching my dad from the sidelines play football. He was playing, I was watching, and I was probably 6 or 7, and I used to go every week. And I used to go in the changing rooms and in the bar and like have our dinner there and stuff. And yeah, actually, to be honest, you're probably right. That's probably a bigger magic moment than getting a job.
So the challenge on that then is, what made it magic? And if you had to give it a name, what would you call it?
What made it magic? What made it magic was actually, in a funny sort of way, I was the focus of attention because it was just me there, right? But also what made it magic was I was watching my hero play football, even if he wasn't that good. Bit like someone else. And then if I had to give it a name, probably Love.
That's brilliant. See, I knew it was worth challenging you on that.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
You know we're going to turn the tables on you. All right, Mark, you're up.
I'm looking forward to that, Shauna. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes,
Here we
I've
go.
got
Mark. You're up.
tons of magic moments Mark can point to if he's forgotten.
There's somebody at the door. Somebody at the door. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, no, I mean, I've on the philosophy of live it to give it. I've been through this quite a lot of times. I've done it a lot myself, and it's funny how new things come up. So I've got some I've talked about millions of times of things that inspired me to ultimately set up Play Rugby USA, the previous thing, and probably the COVID moment last year. I was thinking about PurposeFused and bringing that to life. But one relatively new one that I haven't talked about, which no one would think would be a magic moment, and I don't know if I'll be able to get through it actually, was when my son was born. But it wasn't a magic moment in the way you would think it would be, which is, you know, everybody has these views on, you know, the birthing experience, and it's going to be really tough for the mum and potentially quite brutal, but then out comes this incredible gift. And unfortunately, our incredible gift came out not breathing, and he wasn't breathing for 90 seconds. And we were told an hour and a bit after he was born that he was going to have brain damage. And this is a tough thing to share with people to hear. And that was not a magic moment at the time. What was the remainder of that week. He got flown to a hospital and he was in the NICU. And what I think is magic about it was at the end of the week, when the doctor came through to us, Dr. Randolph came through to us with a big smile on his face, and he said, Hudson's got through all his tests and he's completely fine. He's completely fine. And he gave us a hug, and me and Bobby and Dr. Randolph all hugged each other, and we were jumping up and down and just crying. And, you know, that was a true magic moment. But what made it magic was the whole week of how we had to be his driving force. We had to be 100% focused on him. Nothing else mattered in the world. I didn't even look at my phone for 5 days. People didn't know we even existed. And everything was about him, being positive there for him, holding his finger, talking to him, smiling at him. Whatever we could do to try to give some positivity to him to fight through what he had to fight through, which is unbelievable what he had to fight through. That's what made it so magic. Every 100% focus all mattered, which was on him. And so if I had to give that a name, I've never done this one before, as you can tell. And I did get through it without crying, which I'm quite proud about. If I had to give it a name, if I call it, I'd call it Miracle Kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's one hell of a magic moment. And it's one that'll last.
It was a magic moment from where we were sat as well, actually. You know, we got a good tight group of friends, and you know, there's thousands of miles in between, but yeah, you know, it was still a magic moment for us looking on, you know.
Yeah.